Hi, I'm Susan Feniger from Border Grill and Socalo restaurants in Los Angeles and Las Vegas. I'm thrilled to be telling you about KIND's virtual event, A Journey Towards Hope. I hope you'll join the KIND team at 5 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific on Thursday, July 30th for this event to examine the challenges facing unaccompanied children that are on the move and how all of us can help to ensure their futures are filled with promise and safety. In the meantime, I'm excited to partner with KIND and show you a recipe that you can prepare before this event for munching at home while you're viewing this amazing evening. Thank you. So this is going to be a very simple recipe. We're just going to make guacamole. We're here in California where avocados are just so wonderful. I thought I would show you our version of it, which the only thing that's really different is that we're not putting tomatoes in it. And we don't put garlic or garlic salt or anything like that. So take a look. Starting with red onion, whenever you're cutting anything that's round, you want to lay it on its flat side. The core end is there. Taking it with a nice sharp knife, a knife like this. And I'm keeping my fingertips bent under. You see my thumb out of the way. I don't want to cut myself. Then I lay my hand flat. And then I'm just going to make these little horizontal cuts here so I get a nice dice. So then I'm just dicing like this. Again, I'm keeping my fingertips bent under, and I'm just doing a nice fresh dice of onion. Once you start to dice onion, it begins to oxidize, and then it gets really strong. So when you're doing something like guacamole, you want to cut it fresh. Then we're going to use Serrano peppers. You could use jalapeno, and if you don't like chili, don't use any pepper. So Serrano. And what I've done is cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it in half again so I can take these seeds out, because the seeds and the veins are where it's really gives you the heat and spice. So if you don't like heat, you don't want chilies. Again, you see my fingertips bent under, cutting it into strips. And then I'm just going to take those strips, and then I'm going to cut that nice and fine, keeping those fingertips bent under. That's going to go on the side there. Then I'm going to add fresh cilantro. Now, if you don't add cilantro, I don't know what to say. You should. So take a little bit of cilantro, and then all I do is I roll this up really nice and fine. I don't have to take the leaves off the stem because the stems have a ton of flavor. Then again, you see that rocking motion. That's why you want to have a really good, sharp knife. Just going to chop it up like that. Cilantro's there. And then my avocado. Now, I love to use this dark skin Hass avocado. And when I'm going to actually take the pit out, I want you to watch this. Lay it flat, keep your hand flat, put your knife all the way in and turn your avocado, keeping it on the table. Then you can see it just opens up, just like that. Then what I'm doing, now you can take a spoon and just scoop that out. I just wanted to show you this. I like to sometimes just cut it in quarters like this and then peel the skin right off in case for some reason you wanted to, and not mash your avocado, but slice it. Like for an example, if I was garnishing a plate, I could slice it just like this and get a really gorgeous fan. But none of that matters right now because we're gonna mash it for guacamole. So we're putting it in here. Just gonna take that. A little bit more, and then we're going to mash that with a fork. And then let's see, okay, going to just mash this up, and I'm going to add a tiny bit of salt to there. Okay, and mash that, and then to that I'm going to, and the reason I add the salt, I want you to know, the reason I add the salt is it actually acts as an abrasive so that it mashes the avocado up a little bit quicker. Then I'm going to take my garnish, my onions, my cilantro, and my chili, put that all in here. And then I'm going to finish it with just a little bit of fresh lime juice, okay? So I take my lime, just wipe my hands there, take my lime, and whenever we're working with limes or any citrus, we want to make sure we get all the juice out. And limes can sometimes be so hard, So we roll it like this to break up those juice pods, and then cut it with my knife. And after I cut any citrus, I want to wipe my knife really well. And then what I do is put the fork in there, squeeze the lime, turn the fork, and look, voila, lime juice, plenty of it. If you don't have lime, lemon is totally fine. Now, most important is that you taste it and make sure it tastes really, really yummy. Because no matter what the recipe is, you want to always taste and make sure that it tastes good. Okay, that is good. I don't know. I think I don't know. I finally have learned how to make guacamole. You can see no tomatoes. If you want a little bit of salsa, just put the tomato salsa on the side. Now you can obviously serve it with chips like everybody does, or you can serve it with crudité. So you guys, what I really want to make sure is that if you make this ahead, try to make it at least in the morning, not the night before, because it's so great when it's fresh. You enjoy it during the show, and we'll see you on the 30th, and hopefully with your guacamole.